Hey you guys, so my last video of the day here, I'm gonna do triangles for you guys. So just to talk about what I know about triangles, I know that triangles are three-sided shapes, but the most important thing to know about a triangle is that it is half of a quadrilateral. And this will make so much more sense to you when we talk about the formula. So usually when I have my students come in, I teach sixth grade, so if you're in sixth grade or fifth grade, you can relate. Seventh, eighth too, you might not know this, I don't know. I always ask my students, do you understand why the formula we do a half? And they're always like, I mean, no, not really. And I'll be like, because it's half the base times height. Well, base times height is a four-sided shape area. And so look what happens whenever I split these in half, AKA half. All right, so I'm gonna split this in half diagonally. Two triangles. I'm going to split this in half diagonally. Two triangles. I'm going to split this in half diagonally. Two triangles. So all you're doing when you find the area of a triangle is you're finding the area of a quadrilateral, base times height, and you're just going to slice it in half. So that way you're left with a triangle. That's pretty much what you're doing. Let me get set up. All right, so I just want to go over a few things. Remember, we're multiplying half of the base times height. This is still multiplying. So I could move this around. I don't have to do half the base times height. I could do half of the height times the base if I wanted to. For example, in this question, I don't know what half of 7 is. Yes, I do. Most people don't. I don't know what half of 7 is, but I do know what half of 12 is. So I'm like, well, can I do half of 12 because it's the height? Yes, I can. And I will because it's easier for me. So that's what I would do. Sometimes if I'm ever in a situation where I don't know the half of the height or the half of the base, that's when I do base times height divided by 2. Only because if I were to split one in half, it would be a decimal. And then I would have to multiply. Number one, I would have to get the decimal by dividing. That's one little thing on its own. Then I would have to multiply by that decimal by the other number. So I'm going to be working with decimals by dividing and multiplying. Or I could just multiply the number to get a whole number that's bigger and split it in 2. I would much rather do that. In this situation though, I'm going to use half the base times height because I know what half of this is. So I have half of base times height, but I'm not doing 7 here because I don't know what half of 7 is. I'm going to put my 12, and we're allowed to do that. So half of 12 is 6, and 6 times 7 is 42, and I'm in inches, and so that's squared. Hang tight for the next problem. All right, so on this one, I have 3 and 9. So in this situation, I would do base times height divided by 2 because this is an odd number and this is an odd number. Now, if you know what half of 3 is, great. Rock with it. Do it. That's fine. I'm cool with it. If you know it off the top of your head. I wouldn't do it unless I knew it off the top of my head. I'm not doing it right now because some of you guys don't know it off the top of your head. So why would I? You feel me? Are you catching? Are you with me? All right, here we go. So I'm going to do base times height divided by 2. That is 9 times 3 divided by 2. And 9 times 3 is 27 divided by 2. I'll do the problem with you. So 27 divided by 2. I always put numbers above. 2 times what equals 2? 1. And 2 times 1 is 2. I'm left with 0. If you need me to slow down, hit that. I think there's a button where you could make me go slower maybe. Bring down that 7. 2 times what gets me close to 7? 3. 2 times 3 is 6. I'm left with 1. I'm going to add a decimal and take it to the top, add a 0, and bring it down. 2 times what equals 10? 5. So 13.5 centimeters squared. Now, if you don't want to do a decimal, if you want to do a fraction, I'm not going to bring a decimal down. Oh, I'm tripping. Hold on. Yeah, that's right. I'm not going to bring the decimal. My bottom would stay the same, and this would go up here. But if that confused you, just ignore that whole last 30 seconds. I hope this was helpful. Bye.